Well, there you go, Bomber. The welcome to country, and a great speech there by Rhonda. Of course, the boys are yet to take the field. The referee for today's fixture is Marcus Bassini, and the touch judges Jesse Rudder and Joey Butler. Now, we were talking about it before that started, about Muswellbrook and Singleton in first grade over the past few games in round one. Muswellbrook 42 defeated Singleton 16 here at home.
Yeah, and Singleton turned the tables on them in the second game down there. I just noticed that two proud Indigenous men in Adam Bartholomew and Dan Ellis led the Muswellbrook boys out on the field today, and as you well know, Muswellbrook's got a proud and rich tradition of Indigenous players over the years. None more so than the French family, the Ellis family, the Boney family. There's a hell of a lot of Indigenous players that have played the game here for the Muswellbrook Rams.
Yeah, fantastic by the Muswellbrook club to get involved in such a worthy cause. It has been a fantastic NAIDOC month and a NAIDOC week that they've put on the guys here from Wanneroo Land Council. Well done to them, and well done to them in getting involved with this game here today. Just trying to work out at the moment. We've got Mark Bassini mic'd up. I'm not too sure whether he's... Just checking to see if he's got his mic on there. But or we'll send a message out. I don't think he does. Bobber, you'll go through the Muswellbrook side.
Yeah, I'll go through the Muswellbrook side. That number one's Jake Hardy, on the wings Dan Ellis and Hayden Dolgan Fox. In the centre, Zach Webb and Jacob Kennedy. 6 is Bailey Taylor, 7 Bailey Ellis. Props are Dylan Thorne and Rowan Pottinger. 9's Jason Mackay, 11 Adam Bartholomew, 12 Brady Bankovic, 13 Andrew Pritchard. On the bench, Josh Scrimminger, 15 Moan Jackson, 16 Jason Hovey. The Singleton side, have you been through that, Reggie?
Yeah, the Singleton side. For Singleton, number 1, Scott Griffiths. Number 2, Hayden Burke. Number 3, Morgan Emity. Number 4 is William Newenhouse. Number 5 is Marcus Carroll. Number 6 is James Bradley. Number 7, Jake Smith. Number 8, Dale Watson. Number 9.
Right, Dylan.
And number... There we can hear him just coming through there. Number 10, of course, is number 19, Luke Gardner. Number 11 is Ethan Edwards. Number 12, Michael Rankin. Cody Argent, Nicholas Cox, Carl Gilmore and Jake Willis. I'll let you take it away.
Smith!
Way to go, Reggie. Thorne takes it up over the 20-metre line. Pottinger onto the 30-metre line there. Mackay, dummy half. Goes short side to Bailey Taylor. But no, Bassini's found Pottinger with a roll ball early in the game.
It's not the
Singleton on the attack here. Not playing the ball correctly. Just rolled it between his legs. Singleton get first shot at the Rams here. Looking to the sideline to take a goal kick, but I don't think that'll happen.
Jake Smith will take the kick for touch.
Smith finds touch about 14 to 15 metres out. Slow with the ball. Amity to take the tap. Amity onto Rinkin. Rinkin met there by Bankovic, and also Kennedy pushed back. Johnson at dummy half. Watson tips onto the old stage of Gardner. Knocked over there by Pritchard, Bartholomew and also Pottinger. Johnson, long ball out to Bradley. Bradley goes to the line. He puts it into the 11, Ethan Edwards there, close to the line. Bassini's found a try. He's pushed his way over for a try. First blood to the Red Dogs here. Bit of simple footy. Just went to the line. James Bradley got it on to Mick Rankin and not Mick Rankin, Ethan Edwards and Edwards.
Number 11 to steal on Ethan Edwards.
No, fantastic.
Scored an easy try.
Great try there, great ball work by the Singleton team. Muswellbrook just caught wandering there. They were just outnumbered straight across there, and Singleton just a classy outfit as we go into this match. On the table too, just to point out, Bomber, Muswellbrook sitting in third and on 16, and Singleton in fourth position on 11 points, I'm led to believe. Just looking at that now.
Yeah, it was 6 points still up for grabs. It's a vital game for Muswellbrook. A win here can secure the minor semi spot. A loss just gives Singleton that faint hope of being able to catch them. So, probably a bit too easy. Only 3 minutes into the game, and Muswellbrook have let an easy try in, never really recovered from the penalty. Singleton didn't throw much at them, but, Troy would be liking to see a little bit better defence on your own try line than that in such a vital game. Newenhouse will take a conversion attempt from about 20 metres in. About 18 metres out. Fair kick in Ewan-House, so he should pot this one over. Yep, over she goes. Singleton 6, Muswellbrook 0.
Just trying to work out here with the equipment, mate. I just can't get Mark Bassini at the moment. I heard him a while ago, but I'll just have a quick play while you get things underway.
Okay, Bailey Taylor to restart now. Wobbly old kick goes down. Bradley behind it. Gets on to Lukey Gardner. Takes it over his 10 there. He's met by Bartholomew and also Pritchard.
Here we are, boys.
Play the ball. Johnson out of dummy half. I think he'll catch Bartholomew offside there. He's got away with it, young Adam. Ewan-House at dummy half. Jumps out. Skips over the 30-metre line. Met there by the 2 or 3 Muswellbrook forwards. Pottinger, Mackay and Pritchard. Johnson taps it back under there to the lock, I think it is, in Katie Argent. He's been knocked over there by Mackay and also Adam Bartholomew. Johnson onto Watson, the old-timer. Gets up over the 40-metre line. Good tackle there by Pottinger and Thorne. Johnson onto Bradley. Bradley will pump that golf club corner. Probably going to be too long. It will be a 7-tackle set here to the Rams. See if they can get out of trouble a little bit better than they did last time from the kickoff.
7 tackles.
7 tackles, he's just said there, Mark Mears Bassini. So here we go, Muswellbrook.
What's he got to look at us for us to hear him?
No, we've got him. We've got him.
Okay,
Yeah, we've got headphones on.
Pottinger on the 30-metre line. Mackay onto Taylor. Taylor shows out, shows in, gets out to Thorne. Thorne takes it up to the 40-metre line. Met by Johnston and also Rinkin. In there's Watson. Mackay onto Ellis. Ellis out to Bartholomew. Gets on the outside of Bradley, but Bradley hangs on 40 metres out for the line. Mackay goes short side to Ellis. Ellis long ball on to Fox. Fox jumps on the outside of one. He looks for the inside. He's thrown the ball back inside. He's gone out before it. He's thrown it back in. So enterprising play, but execution just let him down there in the end, Reggie.
Yeah, no, just
you
great
didn't
effort.
see that because you're on the phone.
I'm texting our man that's in hospital at the moment, Benko. He's trying to listen into it. So, of course, we're going live across the internet at the moment. And, yeah, look, Foxy, got to give him credit. He's down there at the moment.
Yeah,
he looks in a world of pain.
I'm just looking at the bench here, what wingers we got. It looks like Nathan Graham's about the only possible outside back that could jump on a wing for Muswellbrook. So, and I don't think he's a genuine winger after watching him play, so we'll just have to wait and see how Foxy goes. He doesn't look in real good fettle over there. He's doing a bit of hobbling around.
Well, here we go. The scrum's been fed there as they come out. Oh, solid shot there by the Muswellbrook halfback,
And
number
Bailey
7,
Taylor.
Bailey Ellis.
Ewan-House at dummy half, jumps out at dummy half. Met there by Jake Hardy. Jake, in the second season here up at the Rams against his old club. Johnson down the short side to Watson. Watson tips on there to young Morgan Emmett. Pulls out of 1 or 2 tackles there, but held by Kennedy and Thorne. Tucked up against the sideline here, Singleton. Johnson down the short side. The winger there, the 5. Young Carroll knocked over there by Thorne. Johnson onto Watson. Watson's been strong in the first couple of minutes of the game. Met there by Pritchard and Pottinger. Last tackle. Reasonably good defensive set there by the Rams. Smith down there in the corner into the injured Fox. No, he looks like he's going all right now. Met there by Edwards and also Ewan-House. Hardy goes into dummy half. Gets on to Zachy Webb. Zach takes a nice 5-metre run up to his own 30-metre line. Mackay again at dummy half. On to Kennedy. Kennedy, good solid 5-metre run there. Pushes up towards the 40-metre line. Mackay onto Pottinger. Pottinger takes it within 5 of the halfway line. Mackay jumps into dummy half again. Goes the short side to Bailey Taylor. Takes the ball to the line. They didn't fall for the dummy. He's tackled there on the last, about 5 metres inside the Singleton half. Goes to Ellis. Ellis hoisted. Nice high ball.
Beautiful kick.
Scotty Griffiths underneath it. He bobbled it, but he's held the ball and he's been met there by Pritchard. About 20 metres out from his own line. Bradley onto big Hayden Burke, the big under-18 centre, comes in off his wing. Knocked over about 22 metres out. Ewan-House at dummy half again. He'll do 100 runs from dummy half today. Knocked over there by Mackay and Bartholomew. Johnson out of dummy half. Rolls Rinkin over the ad line there. Again, Bartholomew and Thorne are there. Keep playing their cards pretty close to chest. Singleton. Smith just outside the 40. Nice kick. It's gone back off Hardy. He's there by himself. Met by Bradley about 30 metres out from his own line.
We've got a Singleton player down in the backfield here as well, receiving some attention.
Fox takes one off the dummy half. Works his way up to the 40-metre line. Mackay at dummy half. Oh, bit of confusion there, but it's rolled out the back to Dylan Thorne. Dylan works his way up to the 40-metre line and beyond it. Held there. Oh, he's popped a nice ball out to Mackay. Mackay on the halfway line. Knocked over there by Gardner. Bankovic goes into dummy half. Hardy pushes him away. Looks to go the short side here to Taylor. Taylor, nice little kick, but it could be too long.
Oh, it's out on the
Too
floor.
long. Too long by Taylor. So here we go. Muswellbrook going to have to defend, but it's only 10 metres inside the Singleton half. So
yeah,
like that kick back again, probably drill it into touch. It might be the better option, but anyway, we've got to defend it here, the Rams. Watson to play the ball.
Play the ball. 6-0 if you've just joined us. With only 9 minutes gone in this match. Singleton, it's a fast and heavy match. Muswellbrook playing in the NAIDOC jerseys. This has been a great opening to a match.
Yeah, not much in it at the moment, Reggie. Johnson on to Watson. Watson tips on to Gardner. A good line speed by the Rams have met him on their own 40-metre line. Johnson at dummy half. On to Bradley. Bradley takes the ball to the line. It's a nice lead runner in Ethan Edwards. He's nicely held there by Pritchard, and also looks like Jason Mackay. Johnson jumps out of dummy half. He's beat one. He's beat two. He's in the backfield. He's gone around Hardy, but Hardy's hung on. About 2 metres out. Bradley at dummy half. There's in trouble over here on the right-hand side. Smith puts a little kick over the top. Looks like it's knocked on by Singleton. Play on, but Kennedy will
put it into touch.
Put it into touch. It's a
great decision.
It'll be a 10-metre scrum here to the Rams. A little bit of danger there. Tommy Johnson's snuck his way through there.
Yeah, Muswellbrook at the moment, mate, they just seem to be caught by Singleton coming out of the gate so fast. We've got another player down. It looks like Pritchard near the goalpost there that he's struggling to get to his feet. It is Pritchard. Mate, Muswellbrook now have the trouble of getting out of their play. They need to get out of their field out of their area of the field. Sorry, it's been a long day with reserve grade. Of course, the 54-14 win to Muswellbrook. He looks in a world of pain down there, Pritchard, but Muswellbrook...
Yeah, he's probably just trying to buy a bit of time here. He's over there beside the goalpost, and Muswellbrook have struggled the last few sets to get out of their half, and Bailey obviously kicking out on the full probably puts them straight under pressure. So Bassini's going to play on regardless of the injury. Webb takes it over his 10-metre line. Kill for a penalty of the Rams. Mackay on to Bartholomew. Bartholomew goes over the 20-metre line with a nice run. Probably a little bit more go forward out of the Rams wouldn't hurt here. Pottinger casts the ball up to the 30-metre line and beyond. Mackay at dummy half. Gets it on to Bankovic. Bankovic, nice little charge. Bumps out of one, but he's held on the ground there just on the 40-metre line. Mackay on to Ellis. Ellis pumps it down to the Bell Street corner.
That's a better kick.
Got a bit of a roll. The chase is probably not the best. Scotty Griffiths gets the ball on his own line. Takes it back up to Bailey Ellis, who makes a tackle on the 10-metre line.
Singleton slow to get back here too.
Bradley jumps out of dummy half there, and he's well met there by Bankovic, and also looks like the prop forward Dylan Thorne.
Oh, he's monstered him, Dylan Thorne. He's jumped straight in there and out
looks
of marker.
Like Carroll went in for a run. Amity, they're not doing too much, but they're just doing what they've got to do. Singleton, a lot of dummy half runs out of their red zone. Ewan House, that'll be probably the fourth dummy half run of the set. He gets out, he puts the pressure on. Bartholomew jumps on the outside, but Webb holds him.
They've got to get off that defensive line, Muswellbrook, because here it is, the last tackle off to Jake Smith on the halfway. And he just pokes it into tough bomber. Then Muswellbrook will have a scrum 35 metres out for their own line.
Yeah, it's pretty much how Singleton will play the game. Jake will pump that with that left-hand kicker. He'll pump that golf club corner. He won't do too much flash. The running will be coming from Bradley or Tommy Johnson. And it's, as you've seen in the first few sets, any kick return set is immediate dummy half runs from Singleton. Probably Muswellbrook can take a leaf out of the book there and do exactly the same. If they're going to pump the corners, the Muswellbrook back five have got to show the same energy as Singleton.
Well, I said a notable addition to this side is Jake Kennedy, and he's taking it off this scrum now from the lock pass from Mackay, and here he goes. He's up over onto the 30.
Good run by Kennedy. Mackay dummy half gets it onto Taylor. Taylor long ball onto Daniel Ellis with a bit of speed. He jumps inside. He's held there by Johnson. Onto Hardy. Hardy onto Bankovic. Bankovic over the halfway line. Still going forward. 2 or 3 metres inside the single and half. Mackay on face ball onto Thorne. Thorne pushes through the middle there. Pops one out to Pottinger. Flicks it back to Ellis. Ellis onto Bartholomew. It's the 6 to go here. Hardy, it's gone back. If they can get it on, it's another 6 here. Bassini's rolled 6 to go here. 40 metres out from the single line. Bailey Ellis at dummy half. Onto Bartholomew. Bartholomew takes it up towards the 30, sorry. Mackay at dummy half.
Here we go. Big
Pottinger tips onto Pritchard. Pritchard makes it inside the 30-metre line of the Singleton end of the field. Now Mackay, dummy half. What's Muswellbrook got here? It's pretty slow around the ruck. Pottinger. He goes out the back to Taylor. Taylor sights an opening, but he's well held there by Smith and also Rinkin, who closes the gap. Mackay, dummy half again. On to Pottinger. Pottinger rolls it forward. Well held there by Johnson. 10 metres out. Couple of tackles left up their sleeve here. Mackay onto Ellis. Ellis with a little grubber kick through. Griffiths safe as a bank at the back. And looks like they've got him. Yep, they've held him in goal. So Muswellbrook will get a restart here.
A great shot there by Muswellbrook, and great chase. They've appealed here for a high shot. Singleton look very flat. They've wasted a lot of energy in that, used a lot of energy in that set of 6 then. But Muswellbrook, Dylan Thorne, I said his name earlier. He was looking there early to go hard and fast. They went to Pottinger. They've got to start using Dylan Thorne a bit more. He's looking really fresh and full of running today.
Yeah, I think Muswellbrook just got to be patient here. It's their first back-to-back set here, like Singleton scored off a back-to-back set. So hopefully Muswellbrook can get down there and put some more pressure on. Hardy gives it on to Pottinger. Pottinger over the 30-metre line in Singleton's end.
Great tackle there by Gardner.
Half. On to Pritchard. Pritchard just rolls one over the ad line there, met by Gardner and Johnson. Mackay goes right side to Ellis. Ellis goes the line out the back to Hardy. Hardy long ball to Fox, but Fox has had to stall on his run. He's caught the ball, but he's 20 metres out. Once again, it goes to Ellis. Ellis on to Bartholomew. Bartholomew straightens the attack. About 6 metres out. Mackay, long ball onto Thorne. Thorne goes forward. Only a couple of metres out from the Singleton line. Last tackle against the Rams. Mackay. Taylor, he's found the dumb. Yep, he's found the ground, and it'll be held there by Carroll, and it's a line drop out again. Once again, Muswellbrook have got to be patient here. The Singleton are holding on, but Muswellbrook don't want to be coughing early ball up.
No, it was a great set of 6 there by Muswellbrook. They needed to play like that in reserve grade. I know they came away with that 54-14 win, but there was no completion. Muswellbrook's really well completing the sets here, and as you see, Singleton to do a dropout, Newenhouse doesn't go that far. It's only bounced on the 40, and Ellis offloads to Big Thorne. No, it's not. Pottinger.
So Potto takes it up to the 30-metre line. Singleton end of the field. Mackay, I'd like to see Mackay do a little bit of running out of dummy half. He gets it onto Pritchard. Nice solid charge up to the 20-metre line. Still lack that little bit of support, the Rams. Mackay, inside, outside, onto Taylor. Taylor goes to the line. He's inside the 10-metre line. The Singleton boys are holding well in defence here. Mackay gets it out of Thorne. Thorne offloads to Pottinger. Pottinger looks to pop it out the back, but he's held there by Gardner. Mackay onto Ellis. Ellis out the back to Hardy. Hardy onto Webb. Webb, no, he's called it forward. Called it forward from Hardy to Webb.
It was a forward pass there. Joey Butler on the touchline.
Pretty much 3 sets. Singleton have defended there on their line. And Muswellbrook haven't poked their nose through yet, so they've still got to be patient. They don't have to score off every play, but we're getting some forwards here to warm up. But there's a lot of tip-on plays for the Rams, and it'll be interesting to see how long the forwards for Singleton can hold on. Lukey Gardner and Dale Watson, I don't know what they got off the bench to come on for them. So
Well, mate, it's just dropped 5 degrees here too in a matter of 30 seconds. So the boys are warming up down there on the sideline, Hovey, Scrimminger and Graham. So Muswellbrook's got some great depth there to come on.
So Burke plays it on his own 10-metre line. Smith at dummy half on Amity. Amity takes the ball up. He's met there by by Kennedy and also Taylor. Johnson does the mousetrap play to Newenhouse on the short side, but he's met there by Bankovic. He's popped out of Bankovic's tackle. He's out of Thorne's tackle. Thorne comes back and brings him down 40 metres out from his own line. Once again, I don't think Singleton will do too much fancy here. Watson casts the ball forward, met there by Bankovic. Also Pottinger and Pritchard. Straight away over the ad line. Rinkin goes forward. He's lost it into the... I would have nearly thought, well, he's...
Called 6 to go.
Yes, it's a 50-50 call there, and Singleton have got the benefit of it. Bradley goes to the line, pops out of one, but no, Bailey Ellis has got hold of him. 30 metres out from the Muswellbrook line. Singleton with a fresh set of 6 here. Smith onto Watson. Watson props on his run, beats one. Held up there by Bankovic, and Thorne comes back to knock him over. About 23 metres out. Down the short side to Smith. Smith onto Amity. Amity's well held there by Jake Kennedy and also Bailey Taylor.
Oh, there could have been a penalty there for a second attempt of the tackle.
Johnson to Smith. Smith long ball out to Luke Gardner. Luke props on his run. Met there by Pottinger and also Pritchard. A couple of tackles left up the slide. It's a bit of a sloppy play of the ball there. But anyway, Smith out to Bradley. Bradley a long ball out to Newenhouse. Newenhouse steps inside one. Out of two. He's going towards the line, but he's held there by Mackay and also Ellis.
Gosh, he's just
last tackle.
Here we go. They've looked to the blind side.
On the short side. Gone dead. Another 7 tackle set by the Rams. They've done well there. They hold on. A little bit of body language here. The Rams are down on their haunches. They've had to do a lot of defending the last few minutes.
A great job you're doing there of commentary without our main man, Paul Bankovic, and we send a cheerio to him. He's down there in the hospital at the moment recovering for a double knee replacement. He's listening in. Banko, we're missing you, but I think the big fella's doing a great job.
Yeah, that'll be good when Banko's back, because he'll be ref and touch, running marathons. Fresh set of legs, it'll be great. Bankovic knocked over 22 metres out from his own line. Mackay short side to Kennedy. Kennedy one out, steps inside Morgan Amity, but Amity takes him to the ground with the assistance of Smith. Mackay dummy half. Gets on the web. No, it's
that was a poor
bit of sloppy football here.
You can't look at anyone else.
Putting a lot of pressure on themselves here.
Dylan, you can't look at the pass. That was about his stomach. You could have caught that. It just was a face ball.
Once again, Muswellbrook have put themselves under pressure, unnecessary pressure, at a 7 tackle set. I think, as I said, they should be taking a leaf out of the Singleton book. Singleton don't do too much fancy off their own line and seem to be making their way up the other end of the field with a minimal of fuss. So Thorne just doing his shoelaces up. Scrum's about 20 metres in from touch. 30 metres out from the Muswellbrook line. Muswellbrook under a bit more pressure now. Smith will feed the ball for Singleton. Now the back, long ball onto Bradley. Bradley onto Griffiths. Griffiths met there by Jake Hardy. Nice ankle tackle. Slow play the ball. Onto Edwards. Edwards knocked over there and a good tackle by Romain Jackson. And also Jake Hardy. Johnson back inside to Argent. Argent again knocked over by the 2 previous tacklers, Hardy and Jackson. Edwards goes forward, but he's met there by Romain Jackson. And I think it's Adam Bartholomew was in there with Pottinger. Johnson goes that short side. I think they've got numbers here. Bradley steps, hits the deck, gets back up, pushes out of one. Ellis has got hold of him along with Bartholomew and Jake Hardy. Jake Hardy looks like he's done a leg here.
Oh, if he hasn't, he's a rubber man.
Now Smith. Nice hands by Bankovic. Yeah. Now he's popped out of one. He's popped out of 2. He's... nothing in it. Nothing in it. Would have ever got him in the head, but only got him in the ribs. Ellis out of dummy half. Goes to short side. Met there by Amity. Muswellbrook needs some energy coming out of their own half. Kennedy over the 30-metre line. Met there by Gardner and also Watson, the 2 old-timers in the front row. Fox comes into dummy half. Up slow from Kennedy. Fox pushes up towards the halfway line. About 2 metres on the Muswellbrook side of halfway. Mackay dummy half. On to Thorne. Thorne takes it over the halfway line. Pops his nose through. Looks to offload, but he can't. Played the ball about 40 out from the line. Last tackle. Ellis hoists the high kick up there. I think it's going to find space. No, well taken by Scotty Griffiths, and then in turn taken by Daniel Ellis and Jake Kennedy and also Brady Bankovic. 30 out from their own line. Here goes Carroll again, out of dummy half. Nothing fancy from the Singleton boys. Griffiths at dummy half, 40 out from his own line. You get it on to Watson. Watson will cart the ball over. He's thrown a ball. Tried to offload. It's probably the first bit of football Singleton have done risky in their own half in the whole game, and they've come up with an error. So Muswellbrook get a fresh set, 40 out from Singleton's line, centre field scrum.
Yeah, not a bad game so far, I've got to say, Bomber. I think that both sides, it hasn't been that sloppy and they've executed really well, and Mears has just let the game flow.
Yeah, that's right, Reggie. Obviously, Muswellbrook missing a few of their X-factor players with no longer having Jake Ellis in the side and Curly Lewis's suspension. So they're going to have to graft a win out here. They're going to have to play percentage football. Singleton won't go away. They've been like that for the last 50, 60 years. They're not going to go away. They're just you're going to have to graft a solid win to get the points against it. 6-0 to the Singleton side. Anyway, Ellis, long ball out to Webb. Webb tries to get on the outside of Newhouse, but it looks like he could be rolled into touch. No, he hasn't. Gets up, quick play the ball. Fox on to Hardy. Hardy takes it over the 30-metre line. Met there by James Bradley. Slow play the ball.
Very slow.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, we get a penalty here. We get a penalty. He's obviously told James Bradley to release him. You've probably heard that, Reggie, but he didn't. And Muswellbrook again, fresh set of 6.
Well, it could have gone either way, that penalty. Of course, Hardy struck at Bradley Lane in the ruck. I thought he was going to blow it against him, but I'd say it's a bit of a word there from Joey Butler on the sideline as Webb takes the tap, 20 metres out.
Okay, who we got here? Webby's 10 metres out from the Singleton line. Mackay, long ball out to Ellis. Ellis sights an opening, was quickly closed by Gardner. Scrimmager on for the Rams here. Mackay on to Jackson. Jackson shows, goes. Power of stopping, and he's going to... I think he's in, is he? No, held up. Romain Jackson, first touch of the ball. Caused a lot of strife there for the Singleton edge defenders. Got over the line, just couldn't get the ball down. 10 out. Mackay drops it back inside to Thorne. Thorne out of 1, out of 2. Held up, 5 metres out from the Singleton line.
He's a machine, isn't he, Thorne?
Yeah, he's playing well. Mackay shows and goes. On to Ellis. Ellis on to Hardy. Hardy, dummies. Oh, one more tackle and he's in. That's a very quick set of 6, that one. Ellis, grubber kick. Oh, too big. Once again, that pressure relief valve has been let off.
Great end-to-end football, like I said. 7 tackles, though. Muswellbrook now have to diffuse the Singleton attack. Singleton, a lot of players with hands on heads at the moment, and Muswellbrook's all set. Looks full of energy, and I think it's been great to bring Romain Jackson on and Scrimmager at this time of the match. Yeah,
no, they're good strong forwards, so let's see how we go. Newhouse at dummy half again. Obviously, they'll do their dummy half set here. Newhouse out of the middle of the ruck. Hit there by Pottinger and Jackson and also Scrimmager. Johnson onto Watson. Watson goes forward. Nice tackle around the legs by Bankovic. Onto Bradley. Bradley drops it inside to Cody Argent. Nice tackle there by Romain Jackson. Stopped him in his tracks. Johnson at dummy half. Thoughts not played at by Bankovic. I think Banko's probably just got a dive on it. He's done the right thing there.
Great play.
He's done the right thing there. He could have took the odds and picked it up and run, but he's dived on it about 30 metres out from the Singleton line. Goes on to Thorne. Thorne takes it over the 20-metre line. And tackle 2.
That was a great charge down by Brady.
Inside ball to Scrimmager. Big fella charges up to the 10-metre line. Muswellbrook got shape both sides of the ruck here. Goes right side to Ellis. Ellis goes to the line. Nice line by the Bartholomew, but held just at the last minute by Luke Gardner. Mackay floats one over to Thorne. Thorne, what's he going to do here? He's charging at the line. Can't get his pass away. Last tackle here. Once again, what have the Rams got? Mackay might go himself here. On to Ellis. Ellis puts it in the air. Cross kick. Foxy's under it. If he can get hold of it. No, it's gone into the hands of Burke. It was caught in the in-goal, so it'll be a set of 6 or a fresh 7 tackles.
Oh, well, that's Burke. The first I've seen in Grid 21. A quick tap.
So Burke takes the tackle. 30 out from his own line. Amity goes into dummy half. Held there by Romain Jackson. Yeah, Johnson down the short side to the young Cox. Cox onto Rinkin on the inside. Knocked over there by Taylor. Johnson onto, that's Gilmore. The old timer's been hit there by Romain Jackson and also Jake Kennedy. Johnson, Bradley out to Edwards. Edwards sights an opening there, but it's closed down by Webb and also Ellis. Bradley at dummy half again. It's onto the new player, the 17, and that's Andrew Windsor. Haven't seen him play before. Last tackle at 35 metres out from the Muswellbrook line.
What do they got?
Big kick there by Bradley. It could be too long, depends on how it bounces.
Oh, no! That is a gift. He's picked that up. How do you explain that one?
The ball's bounced over the top of Jake Hardy's head in the in goal. Jake's got a handle back on it, but unfortunately couldn't handle it. He's dropped it in the in goal, and I'm not sure who's come through and scored, but it might be Newenhouse might have. Yeah, Will Newenhouse has scored under the stick, so the score will be 10-0, soon to be 12-0. So all the pressure Muswellbrook have put on the Singleton Greyhounds has come up with nothing. First set of 6. Singleton get with the ball back there, a bomb, an unfortunate bounce. Jake got his hands to it, but just couldn't get his handle onto it properly, and they've scored a try, so 12-0. So Singleton will be over the moon with this. 11 minutes to go in the first half, and they've sustained a lot of pressure from the Rams, and we'll just see how we go.
Yeah, mate, look, that ball bounced over. It was a nightmare of a take for any fullback coming over the goalpost, straight over the crossbar, but it looked like it was going to go dead for all money, but to bounce back over, but he's pretty much had it in both of his hands and handed it across to him. I feel for him. I've got to say that was a fullback's nightmare, that one.
Yeah, I don't think Jake actually ever really got a good handle on it. I think he was half deciding how to get out of the in goal, and I don't think he had a handle on it, but he's an experienced player, Jake. He'll recover from that. He's been playing some good footy here tonight, so 12-0 down, not all lost. 10 minutes before half time. Once again, Muswellbrook have got to work their way back up and just be patient, because Singleton won't go away. They'll grind away here for the next 10 minutes, kick the corners and put Muswellbrook under pressure.
Successful by Will Newenhouse. Make the score Singleton 12, Muswellbrook 0.
Just looking for my wallet. Sorry there, Bobby. You wondered what I was doing. I'm getting told I need a coffee, but...
Okay, 12-0. 9:52 to go in the first half. Muswellbrook probably wouldn't want to let Singleton get too many points on the board in this last 9 minutes. And that's gone all over me.
We're having a great time here as Bailey Taylor puts it deep down towards the train tracks. It's gone over the head of one player. It's going to be a dropout. It's going to be a dropout. Bailey Taylor, of course, Singleton player there, tried to trap it with his foot,
so
but to no success. And here we go. We turned around. We saw this in the reserve grade match. Singleton scored the first try of the match. Muswellbrook put it out, and Muswellbrook were able to capitalise on it. Let's see what they've got here in this first grade fixture. You'd be expecting some big things here from the likes of Thorpe and Romain Jackson.
Yeah, I think if they set that play up, that similar play to what Jackson played a few minutes ago, they'll get some joy out of it. Not a real good drop kick, but Hardy
picks it up on the 30
Hardy gets it 40 metres out from the Singleton line, 30 metres out. Kennedy jumps out of dummy half, goes the open, pops out of one. Scrimmager takes it up 10 metres out from the line onto Mackay. Mackay, like to see him run. He takes his first run. He could be over for a try. Is he? No, he's in.
I think he's got that down.
It's a touch. Oh, he's not.
No.
From here it looked like he scored, but Bassini said that he's lost the ball in an attempt to score the try, but that's the first time Chop's run from dummy half, and he nearly got the chocolates. There's a bit of push and shoving going under the post, but nothing too spectacular.
Yeah, look, I got to give credit to young Choppy there. Like you said, he hasn't gone from dummy half much, but he had 3 players entangled on him. He's twisted over and put the ball down. From here, for all money, it looked like it was over, but of course Mark Bassini in perfect position there, and it looks like he's just copped a bump on the arm and bobbled it forward. But anyway, it's Singleton's scrum feed here, 10 metres out.
I think with about 7 minutes to go, the introduction of Jason Havey could be timely if we could get him out there and let him take a few charges at some tied defenders. But anyway, that's not our job. Anyway, goes to Bradley at dummy half. He'll give it to Windsor. Windsor carts the ball up, and he's knocked over there by Scrimmager and also Pottinger. It's another solid tackle there by Bartholomew and Pottinger. Bradley out to Cox. Cox drops it back inside to Rinkin.
Oh, good tackle.
Nice tackle there by Bankovic. Once again, about 20 metres out the round line. Watson goes short side. Cox ducks under one tackle from Bailey Taylor. Bailey's got him. On to Johnson. Johnson, long ball back to Bradley. Bradley hoists one high. Hardy underneath it.
He's let it go again. It's the same.
You'll get this one.
Oh, he's done the
knocked it
same
on.
thing.
That's an unfortunate anyway. Muswellbrook have handed the ball over 30 metres out their own line. Johnson onto Edwards. Edwards goes forward and it's knocked over there by Taylor. Under a bit of pressure here now, the Rams. Johnson jumps out of dummy half. Goes on to Windsor. I'm sure that's not Windsor. That looks like a bloke I know that his name's not Windsor. Anyway, goes on to Johnson. Johnson, long ball out at double pumps at Bradley and he gives it to that's Edwards and he's met there by...
You've been thrown off that 17 side line. I'm trying to guess his name at the moment.
Upward.
Upward it is too.
Anyway.
Joe Upward.
Gilmore knocked over about 5 metres out. Johnson looking. He might have a bit of a dart here shortly. Long ball out to Bradley. Nice and deep. Cox juggles. Gets out the back ball to Watson looking to get his arms free. Well held there by Dan Ellis. Last tackle. Amity gets it back to Cox. Cox goes himself. Little grubber kick. Dan Ellis. Well positioned there. Over the top is Upward. Here we go. Struggling to get off their own line, the Rams at the moment. Only about 3 or 4 metres out their own line. Bat tackle too. Zabankovic takes a charge at the line.
That's a good run.
Takes it over the 10-metre line. Nice run by Bankovic. Looking for a quick play of the ball. There's none on offer. Webb at dummy half. Webb takes it over the 20-metre line. Pops his nose through, gets up near the 30-metre line. Mackay, there's no play the ball speed here, but there is now. Bassini cited a penalty. Bankovic and Webb have worked for that penalty and they finally got one.
Yeah, some great football there. Jake Hardy just can't seem to find his place in this game at the moment. He doesn't want to run it from dummy half and 2 nightmare kicks. Would you be looking to put Bailey Taylor back there for a bit?
Yeah, 6 and 1/2 and one of the other, Reggie, because I think Jake would play well at halfback. He's a traditional halfback. Anyway, Kennedy takes a quick tap, makes it up to the halfway line. Just under 5 minutes to go. Mackay at dummy half. Gets it on to Hardy. Hardy goes on to Jackson. Jackson goes over 1, over 2, inside the 40. Gets a good quick play of the ball here. Oh, it's very sloppy. I thought he could have got a penalty. Mackay pops it back inside to Scrimmager. Scrimmager's knocked over. About 30 out from the Singleton line. Mackay drops a lead ball there to Thorne. Thorne knocked over about 20 metres out from the Singleton line.
Here we go. He's going to
come left side to Hardy. Hardy puts a little kick through. Cross comes Ellis.
Good kick.
Yeah, but Scotty Griffiths will take it dead, but
4 minutes to go.
Just on 4 minutes to go again. Muswellbrook mounting pressure.
12-0.
The introduction of Romain Jackson has obviously lifted the Rams. Looks like Hardy might be playing a little bit of halfback now. They might have swapped him and Bailey Taylor around.
12-0, of course, to Singleton with 4 minutes to go till half-time. If you've just joined us, Bomber lead commentator and Steve Reynolds joining you. Paul Bankovic, of course, not available this weekend, but he'll be back soon, and we're just trying to fill the void.
Okay, Newenhouse puts one right up to the 40-metre line. Taken by Ellis onto Scrimmager. Scrimmager takes it over the 30. Nice charge. Again, looking to generate some ruck speed here. Thorne takes it over the 20-metre line. Jinks out of one. Knocked over there by Luke Gardner and Dale Watson. They've been strong, the Singleton front rows. It was actually Gilmore. Mackay onto Ellis. Ellis, nice line there by Bartholomew. Probably out the back that could have got some joy for the Rams there. Onto Thorne. Thorne steps off 1, steps off 2, looks to score. Yep, looks like he's over. Thorne's barged his way over for a try and it's got the Rams back into it. 12 points to 4 with 3 minutes to go.
Well, a great try.
All the pressure they've built, Reggie's finally come up for the try.
Most definitely, mate. It's just been a classy game of football from both sides. You know, end to end, great ball work, great execution out there. Of course, we went to Bartholomew, but I thought that it could have gone behind to the outside back there in. I'm led to believe. I was going to say John White, but no, it's Zach Webb. But Thorpe's been very deadly around that centre of the field, and there's been several times that I thought when he could have... She's up me about something. Donna Taylor's up me about the doubles. I don't know why. I didn't sell them to her, but anyway, we'll see what's what's going on down there. But anyway, like I was saying, Dylan Thorne's been very deadly, and it would have been disappointing if he didn't get that try. Let's just say that.
Yeah, well, that's the impetus Muswellbrook needed there going in half time. They've been down the Singleton line a lot of times, and they've shown a lot of patience. Bailey Taylor converts to make it 12-6 with 2 minutes to go. But I must say the introduction of Romain Jackson and Scrimminger into the game has created that little bit more go forward and speed around the ruck. So Bankovic's been strong on the left edge. He's made plenty of yards when he's needed to. As I said, Mackay hasn't really gone from dummy half yet, so it'll be interesting to see when the middle third of the Greyhounds get tired, see how many times he does take a run, because at the moment Luke Gardner's having a spell. That's when they've brought Gilmore, and it looks like upward on, but the program we've got's Andrew Windsor, so unless he's changed his name by deed poll. Anyway, they've got upward. Hoisted high into the golf club corner. Bailey Ellis under it. Gives it to Scrimminger. Scrimminger takes it up to his 20-metre line. He's met there by Bradley and also Gilmore. Well, the Rams got in the last minute. Bartholomew takes it up to the 30-metre line. Good run by Adam Bartholomew. Looking for a quick play of the ball. Mackay onto Thorne onto Hardy, long ball onto Jake Kennedy. Jake Kennedy's pinned the ears back here. He's looking to get it inside to Daniel Ellis inside the 30. Steps 1, steps 2. He's trying to link up with the far side winger. He's knocked over there by Newenhouse. Dragged back by Newenhouse. Mackay onto Bailey Taylor, sorry. He's chipped and chased here, but Emity's there to claim the ball on his own line. He's beaten 1, beaten 2. He's brought down about 15 metres out from his own line. 25 seconds to go.
I don't think that was the right play then. They could have gone one more.
I think we could have held on to the ball for a couple more tackles. Carroll takes the ball out of dummy half. Windsor rolls it up over his 20-metre line there, but met by Romain Jackson and also Jake Hardy. Looks like Jake Kennedy's holding a hand there, but it's right on half-time. Gilmore will take the tackle, and that'll just be about time for the first half. 12 points to 6 in favour of Singleton. Not much in this game. Probably just a couple of step up in the second half. So Bailey Taylor to kick off. Okay, Bailey puts a deep one down. James Bradley underneath it in the Velodrome corner. Gives it on to Gilmore, takes it up to the 20-metre line there, met by Bartholomew and also Pottinger. Potto looks like he's back on the field for Scrimminger. Anyway, that's Windsor. Windsor carts it up. Nice defence there by Pritchard. It looks like Pritchard's back on with Bartholomew. Johnson onto Watson. Watson takes it up over the 30-metre line. Met there by Thorne and also Pritchard. Johnson gets the ball back to Bradley. Bradley onto Edwards. Edwards just rolls it up to the 40-metre line. Nothing fancy out of the Red Dogs here. Johnson onto Bradley. Bradley tips it on to Gilmore. Gilmore works it up to about 5 metres from the halfway line on his own side. Long ball back to Bradley. Bradley hoists the nice high one into the night sky here. Bailey Taylor back at fullback. Oh, he's let it bounce and he's recovered it. No, he hasn't. Newenhouse has got the ball and lo and behold, Singleton have scored in the first set of 6. Bailey Taylor's let the ball bounce. He's tried to recover. Hasn't been able to get back there. Newenhouse has picked the ball back up and he's handed it back to one of his teammates who scored. Once again, Muswellbrook failing to handle the high ball. Yeah,
they're having a nightmare back at fullback at the moment, the boys. I'm not too sure what it is. They've got some very experienced boys back there at fullback with Jake Hardy and Bailey Taylor interchanging, but I don't know, mate, whether maybe is the wind swirling out there because it doesn't seem to be blowing up here.
There's no wind there. It's unlike Bailey Taylor. Bailey's a quite competent player under the high ball, but in that case, and Nick Cox was the try scorer. Not even a minute into the second half, so easy kick from in front. So it'll be 18 points to 6 when he converts his try to Singleton.
Yeah, they've started the same way they started the first half, Singleton, very flat out, straight out of it, and an error by Muswellbrook again's led them in for a try. Ramon Jackson and Dylan Thorpe, like I've said, we need to see them take some more of the ball forward. Of course, Dylan getting that nice try just before half-time, but 18-6, 2 minutes gone into the second half. Muswellbrook's got a big task ahead of them.
18-6, yeah, very basic set, Singleton done, and it'll be the same set they'll take. I would imagine this set, Reggie, basic one-pass footy, dummy half footy, nice kick, put it up and put the pressure back on Muswellbrook. And yeah, it's unusual for Bailey to let that ball bounce anyway. Bailey Taylor kicks off again, goes deep down into James Bradley. James will get it onto Gilmore. Gilmore takes it up over the 10-metre line, met there by Bartholomew and Pottinger. The lost ball there, looks like the ball's come. Oh, no. Bassini's found a penalty. I don't know, he must have had a call from Joey Butler on the touchline, because I don't think Mark Bassini would have been able to see that. It would have been on his blind side, so to speak. Bradley will find touch here on the Singleton, right on the halfway line basically. So once again, Singleton back on the attack.
Let's see what they got.
Newhouse takes the tap, gets it onto Edwards. Edwards met there by Ellis and Webb. 40-metre line. Johnson onto Gilmore. The old timer just carts the ball forward. Met there by Pritchard and also Thorne. Johnson, Cox. Cox onto Watson. Watson met there. 30 metres out from the Muswellbrook line. Johnson onto Windsor. Windsor carts it forward.
Upward.
Upward. It is upward. I don't know who we give it the Windsor anyway. It is upward, who we thought it was. He's knocked over about 22 metres out centre field. Johnson on to Bradley. Bradley puts a little kick over the top. Taken there by Taylor. Taylor beats the first defender. So 10 metres out their own line on the tennis club side of the Olympic Park. Goes on to Pritchard. Takes a nice charge up to the 20-metre line. Met there by Bradley. Upwards coming out of it. Reeling with what looks to be a lower arm injury. Anyway, Bartholomew tips onto Webb. Webb still, they're working a short side here, the Rams. Mackay dummy half. Long ball onto Pottinger. Pottinger's up over to the 30-metre line there. Four tackles gone.
It is Windsor, it's not upward. I apologise for that.
Anyway, Hardy onto Taylor. Taylor looking to get out of a tackle. He's knocked over about 35 metres out from his own line. Last tackle. Anyway, up the ball goes from Ellis, straight down the throat of Scotty Griffiths. Scotty takes it up to his 40-metre line there, met by Ellis, and he's out of that tackle, and he's finally brought to the ground by Pottinger and also Webb. Oh, Kennedy, sorry. Bradley at dummy half. Runs himself up to the halfway line. Met there by Thorne and also Pottinger. And also Mackay in there. Muswellbrook got to get in the grind here. Johnson onto Gilmore. Gilmore taken by Pritchard and a nice solid tackle. Assisted by Bankovic. Johnson onto Watson, who takes the ball, shows a dummy to Jake Hardy and makes another 3 or 4 metres. Johnson gets it out to Cox. Cox onto Gilmore, who's been tireless since he's come out. Johnson, last tackle. Bradley, what's he got? He's hoisted a high one here. Anybody's ball here. Newenhouse has got it. Newenhouse has flicked the ball out the back. Would have been a try if Burke would have caught it, but it's let it. He's gone behind him and gone into touch. So there's another let off from Muswellbrook. And once again, not being able to diffuse the high kick from the Singleton side. So it'll be a Muswellbrook feed. 10 out. Oh no, it's a handover. 10 out, 10 in. 18-6, 33 to go.
Well, they've got to get into trouble here. They've just got to get to the complete the set and get to the kick and get down the other end. Muswellbrook.
Bartholomew carts it up. Onto Webb. Webb comes the short side. Makes it over his 20-metre line. I think it's time Muswellbrook got a little bit of urgency in their attack here now. Mackay onto Ellis. Ellis onto Pritchard. Pritchard met on the 30-metre line by 3 or 4 Singleton defenders. He needs a quick play the ball here. Mackay jumps out of dummy half himself. Pokes his nose through. He's in out of 1 and out of 2, but he's knocked over about 3 out from his own side of halfway. Ellis slow play the ball. On to Pottinger. Pottinger takes it over the halfway line. Looking to get his arms free but can't. Held there by, looks like it's Rinkin over the top and Cox underneath. Mackay down the short side to Hardy puts a bomb up here. Dan Ellis is underneath it. It's a knock on. It's a loose ball. It's 6 to go here to the Rams. 10 metres out. Kennedy struggling to get up to play the ball. Here we go. Taylor goes to short side. Gives the ball to Dan Ellis, who's knocked over a couple of metres out.
Only very close to that touchline as well.
Taylor on to Bankovic. Bankovic works it. Just settles it down. About 5 or 6 metres out. There's no shape to the Muswellbrook attack here. Mackay on to Hardy. Hardy drops Pritchard back under. He's struggling to get over the line. He's held up. Only a couple of metres out. Mackay, no, he's gone himself. Yeah, still Muswellbrook. Pritchard, long ball onto Ellis. Ellis out the back to Taylor. Taylor, little kick. Where's it at? Burke's got it.
He's back into the field of play.
Yep.
That light pole just impeding us there.
So, Singleton taking the ball out their own line. Again, Newenhouse 10 metres out their own line. Muswellbrook's urgency looks to have lifted in the last couple of minutes. Reggie.
Yeah, most definitely, mate. Throw him under a bus. Else is having a But no, Newenhouse, they're going to have to shut him down from dummy half, mate. Those markers need to work when they see him get in there.
Okay, about 20 out. Johnson pops it in onto Bradley, pops it inside ball onto Edwards.
Work at him.
Edwards Johnson onto Gilmore, who's been good. Only a small front rower, but just plays out line well. Last tackle and he's lost it.
Good work, Jill.
Okay, Muswellbrook's feed here. 31 out. From the Singleton line, it's the 31 minutes to go in the game at the moment. Singleton leading 18 points to 6. The young Muswellbrook back line here. We're looking to see what they can put on here.
There's a lot of
really
talk
like to
happening.
see Jackson back on the field. I think he was dangerous when he was out there.
I want to see Hovey out there.
Yeah, there's a couple of edge runners here that I think had caused Singleton a hell of a lot of trouble. Anyway, Ellis off the back of the scrum to Mackay. Lead runner goes to Webb. Webb takes it on the 30-metre line. Mackay, dummy half. Mackay on to Thorne. Thorne takes it up to the 20-metre line. Once again, lacking support. Gets to play the ball to Mackay. Mackay onto Ellis. Ellis plays square inside to Pottinger. Pottinger 15 metres out from the Singleton line. Ellis. Once again.
Go at him.
Bartholomew. Hits a nice line. He's only a couple of metres out. Long ball from Mackay. Out to Hardy. Hardy even longer ball to Bankovic. Bankovic tries to take him on himself. He gets a ball out the back to Jake Kennedy, and it's a try to the Rams. Nice ball by Bankovic. He tried to take the Singleton defenders on the outside. They've got him. He got an arm free. Got the Gidley flick onto Jake Kennedy, and Jake Kennedy scored. So now the score's 18 points to 10. Good work by Bankovic.
Definitely a pass that Dad would be proud of, and there was not much happening there, but it was a great ball, and straight out to Bankovic, and Bankovic takes on 2, draws them in, and then the flick pass. I don't think we want to see that off him too often, though, but it was a great ball. No,
it was a good ball, but I think the game's opened up in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Singleton looking to throw the ball around a bit more, and Muswellbrook obviously getting that scrum fee there on the last 30 out from the line. They've capitalised on that and scored, so right back in the game now. Muswellbrook's biggest challenge now is to get back up and put more pressure on Singleton. Right from the outset, Singo are going to do the same type of football they've been playing all game. So interesting time here for the next 29 minutes for the Rams. Bailey Taylor's got a difficult kick, probably 2 or 3 metres in from the Bell Street side of the ground, about 20 metres out. Good kicker, Bailey, but I won't put the mock on him, but it'll take a good kick to get over.
He's got the goalposts out the back of the reserve. I haven't seen him practising too often lately, but if he misses this, I'll be knocking on the door. As he strikes it, it's a beautiful kick. It's coming around, but not enough.
He's no goal, so it's 18-10 to the Red Dogs. Let's just see what Muswellbrook do with this first set of 6, whether they look to just play field position or whether they look to spread, but I would probably be playing field position. The bigger pack might take all game to get over the smaller Singleton pack, but the big Muswellbrook forwards have just got to roll their sleeves up here for the next 15-20 minutes and get some field position. A 16 for Singleton coming on now. That's Jake Willis. He's coming straight on the wing for Hayden Burke. He looks like he's done a lower leg injury. He's played an 18s game as well, so could be cramp. Anyway, Newenhouse kicks down long to Jake Hardy. Hardy gets it onto Thorne, who carts it forward up to his 20-metre line there, but he's met well by looks like Watson, one of the Singleton players in that tackle. Mackay, dummy half, gets it onto Pottinger. Pottinger met there on his 20-metre line. Anyway, Ellis back on
Gilmore.
side. Yeah, Gilmore back inside to Bartholomew. Bartholomew 30 out from his own line. Still a little bit slow in that ruck. Pritchard casts it forward up to the 40-metre line. That's better work by the Muswellbrook Rams. Slow play the ball. Looking for a penalty. He won't give one. Anyway, Mackay to Hardy. Hardy to Taylor. Taylor throws a dummy. He's outside of one. He's tackled there. 5 metres inside Singleton's last tackle.
Did you just say what? Oh, that was silly.
Yeah. Probably a little bit of inexperience coming in here. We need our playmakers near the footy. Anyway, Singleton's ball on a change. Oh! Brilliant shot by Andrew Pritchard. Really put the shoulder to the wheel there on Edwards. Johnson down the short side to Watson. Watson knocked over there by Hardy. Hardy offloads. Anyway, play the ball here. 10 metres inside Muswellbrook's half. Cox.
Oh, Edwards again.
Another Edwards been hit again by Pottinger. Muswellbrook lifted the tempo here in defence against the smaller Singleton pack.
He's saw now.
On to Gilmore. Gilmore carts it up. He's met there by Pritchard and also Mackay and Pottinger. Last tackle. Pressure again if they're going to hoist a high one up.
Well, you would be. Here we go.
Oh, no, we've got a blocker or we've got a roll ball or something. No, lip. He's obviously said to the ref he wanted a quicker play of the ball and he's put some language in it. Bassini's had none of that. Penalty to Muswellbrook. Centre field, 32 metres out from their own line.
And I can tell you what's happened. Young Edwards has gone down here in the back play after that second shot to the ribs by Pottinger. At first it was Pritchard, then it was Pottinger, and he put his hand straight up to the bench after he played the ball. He's been a hard player for him, but they were two rib-rattling shots, and he's coming off. Is he?
No, he's just taking his position into the...
Yeah, that was two big shots, mate.
Okay, what do we got? We've got Pritchard's come off, so we've got Hovey on the field now, so hopefully Jason can just play. He's got to remember it's not reserve grade here. He's got to tuck the ball under the arm. The defence is going to be a lot tougher. Anyway, Webb takes it up to the Singleton 40-metre line off the tap. Mackay, dummy half. Face ball to Ellis. Ellis on to Pottinger. Pottinger rolls it forward up to the 30-metre line. Muswellbrook here playing very deep in attack. Okay, pops it back inside to Thorne. Thorne makes it 5 or 6 metres, 20 metres out. Mackay onto Ellis. Ellis out the back to Taylor. Taylor long ball onto Fox.
Ball.
Fox steps inside the winger, steps inside the centre. Onto Bailey Taylor. He sights an Overton. He can't get the ball away. 5 metres out. Mackay, dummy half. He goes to short side. He's going to score. Mackay will score. Trying to chop Mackay. Brings the score back to Muswellbrook 14, Singleton 18 with a kick to come.
Well,
great work there by the Rams.
I'll tell you what, young Choppy Mackay, he needs to buy Bailey Taylor. That's who comes down to that try. Some great footwork and great backing up there by Bailey Taylor.
Yeah, good footy. Nice long ball out to Fox. Fox, he's done well. He stepped inside the winger in the centre. Got a ball back to Bailey Taylor, who got held up. And a quick play of the ball. And Chop's always going to have a run out of dummy half on a quick play of the ball. And he's caught the retreating defence off guard and he scored. So Muswellbrook back in the game again. Some nice footy. 18-14 Red Dogs with 24 to go.
Yeah, take nothing away from the Singleton. They've been perfect tonight. That was just great vision from Mackay out of dummy half. Of course, the marker was retreating, as you said, with his back turned 4 metres out from the try line, and he's just capitalised on it. And that's great vision from a young... Well, he hasn't been in that much of experience in first grade.
No, Top's he's probably playing about his second starting game this year, I think. I think from memory we might have blooded him in one game against Scone last year here against the great John Johnson, so he would have learned a lot of tricks playing against Jono. So probably 3, maybe 5 first grade games that he's certainly a quality footballer. He was picked in the Group 21 on the 23 side this year, as we've got a few blokes in reserve grade in the same side. So anyway, it's 18-16, 23 to go. Bradley to kick off for the Red Dogs here. Wobbly old kick down to Taylor who traps it, and he gets it on the fly here. He's knocked over 20 metres out from his own line by Tommy Johnson. Cops a bit of a high one, gets up to play the ball. Onto Hovey. Hovey carts it forward. And straight away, he's welcome to first grade. They don't tackle like this in reserve grade. Anyway, Mackay onto Thorne. Thorne carts it up over his 30-metre line. Another slow play the ball. 2 men down. I'd like to see Mackay go again. Bankovic takes it up over the 40-metre line. Well met there by Cody Argent. He's popped out of that. Banko scrambling on his hands and knees. Up to 5 metres from his own line. Own halfway, sorry. On to Thorne. Thorne takes it up to the halfway line. Met there by Gardner, who's back on the field. Also, Rinkin. Last tackle. Hardy. Nice little kick down into the corner. Big chase here by Dan Ellis. He's put some pressure on the Singleton winger, and he's gone. I don't know. There's a flag up. There's ball's going backwards, and what do we got? Singleton ball on their line.
Right on their try.
Right on the line.
Couldn't get any.
Muswellbrook's putting heaps of pressure on Singleton here now. Goes to Griffiths at dummy half. He takes it out. Nice tackle by Jake Hardy. Rams are aiming up here in defence. Amity comes off his own line over the 20-metre line. He's got Muswellbrook for being not square at marker.
I'm not too sure.
Not square at marker. So
Jake Hardy was screaming at his fellow players to get off the line. He's just been caught there shooting out of marker too quick. Mate, that was a great kick there by young Hardy, and I don't blame you for seeing what happened over there. The wingers dived on it and was being hit into touch. He flicked it back.
Joey Butler done the old... it was Jesse Rudder had a flag. He wouldn't put the flag up, but he...
Canberra match.
Anyway, Cox... On to Rinkin. Rinkin takes it up. Bankovic meets him, swings out of that tackle. Met there by Pottinger and also Mackay. Johnson on to Watson. McDale's been tireless here, just carting the ball forward all game. Thorne underneath, over the top. Hovey and also Pottinger. Johnson jumps out of dummy half, gets it on to Argent. Argent, good solid run, 40 metres out from the Muswellbrook line. Singleton coming back here. Johnson, short side to Bradley. Bradley inside to Luke Gardner. Luke's met by Adam Bartholomew and Rowan Pottinger. Couple of tackles left here. Johnson goes to short side here. Bradley, long ball onto Ewenhouse. He's out of one tackle, but he's met there by Bailey Ellis and also Hayden Fox.
Is it Hovey? No.
Yeah. Last tackle here. There we go. Bradley. Up he goes again. Nice. High ball underneath it, Dan Ellis. Could be anyone's ball here. Taken by Singleton, but Muswellbrook have wrapped him up immediately. Nice defence there. I think. Oh no! What have we got? It looks like Bailey. Dan Ellis might have caught the ball anyway. Anyway, Kennedy takes it up over his 30-metre line. Mackay gets it to Hovey. Hovey charges forward.
Run.
Anyway, 40 metres out from his own line here. Hovey plays it to Mackay. Mackay onto Thorne. Thorne carts it over the halfway line. Good run by Thorne. He's looking for a quick play of the ball, and he's got the penalty. He's won the penalty.
Well done, Dylan.
He won a penalty there for the side. Thorne did with a nice quick play of the ball. Wouldn't release him.
He's been playing really smart football today, Dylan, but I've got to say, Luke Gardner's been in everything today. It's like as if he's had a drink from the fountain of youth. Back when he was 18.
Where do you get that fountain at?
Oh, mate. I don't know. I think we have to see Barry French. But no, very, very good game today by Luke Gardner.
Anyway, the ball boys have gone on strike over on the far side. Anyway,
that's your mate, isn't it?
No. Jake Kennedy takes the tap. Good run by Kennedy. He's popped it out the back to Mackay. Mackay inside the 20-metre line. Emity's got hold of him there. 20 metres out. Mackay will play the ball on to Kennedy. Kennedy on to Hardy. Hardy, nice hands by Pottinger. Probably put it out a bit too forward for him. Anyway, Mackay, centre field, 20 metres out. Ellis goes forward, goes out the back to Taylor. Held there by Gardner and also Bradley. Mackay onto Ellis. Ellis pops it back inside to Pottinger. Pottinger held there by Johnson.
16-2 if you've just joined us, 18 minutes to go.
Mackay onto Hardy. Hardy, nice short ball to Bankovic, but Bankovic's left it behind him.
That's unfortunate. He's played a big game today, Banko, and it's great defence there by Singleton.
So we've got a scrum here. Still 18 minutes to go. Muswellbrook trailing 18-16. Scrum feed to Singleton, 10 metres out from their own line.
Singleton have played a really great game today, Bomber, but it just doesn't look like they've got the energy out there at the moment.
Yeah, they're hanging in here, Reg. They're hanging in, and the more times the Muswellbrook boys look up and that clock keeps winding down and they're still behind, scoreboard pressure will start counting against the Muswellbrook boys. So anyway, Griffiths takes it up over his 10-metre line, met there by Taylor and Ellis. Amity out of dummy half, nice little run. Knocked over there by, looks like Bankovic and Ellis. Carroll at dummy half. They're doing the same thing as they've done all first half. Dummy half runs, another 5-metre gain. Bankovic and Ellis and Thorne wrap him up. 40 metres out their own line. Mousetrap play. Newenhouse jumps out of dummy half. He pokes his nose through. He's over the halfway line. Met there by Pottinger and also Mackay and Thorne. Johnson out to Cox. Kicks long. Over behind Bailey Taylor. Bailey Taylor will pick it up right on his try line there. Steps in one. He's knocked over there. At a couple of metres out from his own line. Dan Ellis will jump into dummy half. What's he going to do? Test him out? No, passes wide onto Fox. Fox goes back in towards the traffic. Makes a run of about 5 metres. Singleton got him under pressure here. Mackay at dummy half. Goes on to Webb. Webb takes a nice charge over the ad line. Gets it up over the 20-metre line. Mackay at dummy half again. That's Kennedy. Nice run by Kennedy.
Beautiful.
Nice leg speed. Gets it up to the 30-metre line before he's met there by
Gardner.
Gardner and also Edwards. Webb takes it out of dummy half. Met there. He's on the 40-metre line by Johnson. Last tackle. See what the Rams have got here with their kick. Ellis kicks long. Right over the top of Scotty Griffiths' head. We've got to get a good chase here. It ain't going to go dead, I don't think. It's not going to go dead. He's got to make a defensive rule. Great work by Bailey Ellis. He's chased his own kick. He's caught Scotty Griffiths inside his own goal. So we've got an 18-6 game here. Muswellbrook trailing by 2 with 16 to go.
I don't know what Scotty Griffiths was thinking then. He's a great fullback, but you don't have to be Nostradamus to see that was not going dead.
Nah, Scotty was hoping against hope, I think, that it was going to go dead. But once again, Muswellbrook have got the pressure on Singleton here. Singo are tired looking coming down in the last 15 minutes into the game. Who we got? Thorns off. We got Romain Jackson on the field.
And here we go. It's found the ground and it's gone past. It's bounced past everyone.
Fox has got it on the halfway line. Just takes it up to the 40-metre line out from Singleton's line. Ellis goes to dummy half. Gets it on to Pottinger. Pottinger rolls it forward. Goes to the 30-metre line. Good run by Pottinger. 30 metres out. Mackay dummy half, looking to get the boys going over the ad line. Here goes Hovey, straight through the middle, up to the 20-metre line. Still going, Hovey.
He deserves a beer tonight. He's had a fantastic game. In that
Mackay dummy half. Mackay onto Ellis. Ellis onto short ball there to Bartholomew. He's only just held 2 metres out by Tommy Johnson. Mackay dummy half, looking for a quick play of the ball. Mackay long to Ellis. Ellis goes himself. Now he's
got to go
screaming
wide.
for the ball out left. Mackay.
Last tackle.
Onto Hardy. Hardy, little kick through. What do we got here? We've got a try! It's a try! Can't see who scored it. Could be Bailey Taylor. I'm not 100% sure. Yes, Bassini's ruled it. Nice little grubber kick by Hardy. There and it is Bailey Taylor. Little half volley. Scores a try adjacent to the post, and the Rams have hit the front. 20 points to 18 with a kick to come.
Yeah, they're just full of energy at the moment. You can see it in the body language. Singleton hands on hips, and they're down there in the in-goal area. But that wasn't the easiest of pickups to do. It was not going end over end. It was going side to side. And Bailey Taylor scooped it with about half a metre and got it over the try line.
Yeah, and also Reggie was probably putting his head where Singleton people had their feet. So it was a courageous try. It was a nice little deft kick by Hardy. Put the pressure on the Singleton boys to make a play on it, but there was only one bloke wanting the football on the field, and that was Bailey Taylor. Great try. It's got us back in front here. Hayden Fox has got the kicking duties adjacent to the post. 13 to go. Muswellbrook leading 20 to 18.
Just in the lead up to that try, we did point out that the going into the scrum, Singleton just looked tired. They've been fantastic across the field, but just this last 15 minutes, they just haven't seemed to have the energy that they had and the intensity. But we'll see what we've got in the last 13. There's still a long way to go.
Foxy kicks it, so it's Muswellbrook 22, Singleton 18, about 13 minutes to go. Yeah, it's on the back of the big boys, Pottinger, Hovey, Jackson, all the big boys are going forward. And I think Bailey Ellis is playing a lot squarer at 7. He's not going across field as much, so he's playing square, and he's committing defenders every time he's running the ball. Bradley, long kick. Down to Hardy. Hardy takes a nice catch there. Gets it onto the Romain Jackson. Romain Jackson over the 20-metre line. Nice run. Up to the 30-metre line. Still going Jackson. Takes it. Power of stopping. Mackay at dummy half. Can't get it quick. Yes, he's won a penalty here. Won a penalty, Jackson. Trying to get up. A quick play of the ball. Singleton delaying tactics. Anyway, Hardy puts it into touch. On the halfway line here.
The ball boys again.
Ball boys aren't on the job. I think someone's got to get to them. It's all right while we're in front. Anyway, Webb will take the... No, it'll be Kennedy. He'll take the tap. Takes it up to within about 33 metres from the Singleton line. Jake Kennedy's been enormous today on the left edge. Anyway, goes on to Hardy. Hardy, long ball on to Hovey. Hovey met there by Edwards. He's knocked over 30 metres out. Centre field. Mackay at dummy half. Gets it on to... No, he's gone himself up to the 20-metre line. He showed inside the scrimmage and it didn't give. Ellis at dummy half. Goes out the back to Hardy. Hardy runs himself up to the 10 metres line. Mackay goes the short side onto Bailey Taylor. Bailey goes himself. Pops out a 1, 2.
He hasn't got the body strength. No, here we go. Down dummy half.
Anyway, what have we got here? Hardy. Anything goal? Nice hands by James Bradley.
Great hands.
Yeah. Oh, he's lost her. Oh, he's called a strip.
Yeah.
This could be costly. Could be costly. Nothing was doing there. We've stripped the ball 10 metres out from Singleton's line. We've got 11 minutes to go. Singleton shoot for touch. Anyway, Bradley finds touch about 23 metres out from his own line. Emmety takes the quick tap. Takes it up to Hardy. Hardy under his legs, and also over the top is Bankovic. Johnson at dummy half. Pops the ball inside to Watson. Dale's been enormous today. Just Cartner rolling up. Bankovic. Nice tackle there by Bankovic, and also Romain Jackson. Tommy Johnson, yes. He's got a strip here. It's a 6 to go.
It's 6, yeah.
Anyway, a fresh set of 6 for the Greyhounds. 5 metres in their own side of halfway. Up the halfway goes Watson.
Scrimmager with a great tackle there.
Cox at dummy half. Rolls it forward to... I think this might be... Is that young Jake Willis there on the field? No, it's not Jake Willis.
Rinkin.
Yeah, Rinkin. Anyway, Lukey Gardner takes it up to 30 metres out from the line. Met there by Hovey and also Bartholomew. Muswellbrook only leading here by 4. Johnson out of dummy half. Argent jumps inside. Scrimmager comes back with Mackay and Bartholomew to knock him over. 20 metres out from the Muswellbrook's line. Johnson, short side. Bradley takes him on himself. He pops. Oh, he's nearly got the ball away. Last tackle. What have we got here?
He's lost
ball. Lost ball against Bradley.
Bradley was trying to milk a penalty
ball against
there.
Bradley.
He was trying to milk a penalty for a quick play of the ball, and he did have someone on his leg, but he's just tried to milk it. And
one of those 50-50s, Reggie, that sometimes you need.
I think Jai Bailey on the sideline would have thrown a drink bottle down there then, because they were in great attacking position there on the last tackle.
Yeah, I think young Hovey's... He's probably going to have to get through the scrum, but I think it's probably time Dylan gets back out there, the skipper out there, and I think Dylan, you need Dylan in that last back of that 9 minutes to go.
And look, like I said before that last try, Hovey's played a fantastic day today. 54-14, Muswellbrook 1 reserve grade, and he was very instrumental in that.
Yep. Anyway, Ellis feeds the scrum, 10 out from his own line. Ball out to Webb. Webb takes it off the back of the scrum there. Makes it up to the 20-metre line before he's knocked over. Mackay, dummy half. Mackay on to Bankovic. Nice charge by Bankovic. Up to the 30-metre line. Mackay rolling his forwards over the ad line beautifully here tonight. On to Jackson down that left side. Steps in one. takes it up to the 40-metre line. Strong run by Jackson. Mackay again from dummy half. Goes that short side. Taylor inside. No, he doesn't. He holds onto the ball. Knocked over on the halfway line by Cox. Mackay. Ellis back inside to Jackson. Jackson. 40-odd metres out from the Singleton line. Down short side. Hardy. Little kick down for Dan Ellis to chase. Scotty Griffiths is behind it, but he cleans it up nice and... Yeah, no, he's been told to play the ball. He hopped up and he was going to continue running with it, but Bassini said, go back and play the ball. Looks like Ellis has got cramp back over on the far side.
I'll tell you what he's got. He's got speed.
Anyway, it's Amity comes out of dummy half. Knocked over there on the 20-metre line by Thorne. Newenhouse out of dummy half. He's dangerous. Comes up towards his own 30-metre line before he's knocked over there by Scrimminger. And also Bartholomew. Johnson, left side, Bradley. Bradley gets it on to Edwards again. Edwards met there by Webb, Mackay and also Ellis. We're going here. We're looking inside. A kick over the top here. He's regained it. Bradley, now he's going to kick. It's up to Webb. It's a foot race on. Webby's coming back to get it. It's gone. There's balls everywhere. It's play on. What do we got?
Knock on by Singleton.
Knock on by Singleton.
Oh, the great
Knock
vision.
on by Singleton.
Great vision by Bradley. And
Bradley, little chip over the top. He's got another kick onto it. And it
was a foot
race there. Webby was struggling. He got down there. He probably put the Singleton boys off. Foxy's chased it. Everyone's chased it, and they've come up with a Singleton knock on 5 metres out from the Muswellbrook line. Muswellbrook got to be aware of James Bradley. He'll try that all game now for the next 5 or 6 minutes.
22-18, sorry.
Anyway, Mackay dummy half. Onto Hardy. Hardy long onto Thorne. Thorne carts it up over to the, he's saying 30-metre line before he's knocked over there by Johnson. Mackay onto Bankovic. Bankovic just takes a charge up to the 40-metre line. Mackay dummy half again. Onto Ellis. Ellis, wide ball to Scrimminger. Scrimminger knocked over and a nice tackle there by Argent. I'd like to see him running this ad line a bit more. Anyway, Ellis kicks long. No, it's not. It's come off the side of the boot. He might get a bounce here. Willis comes back. He's fumbled it backwards, but Fox is down there to take him. 20-odd metres out from the Singleton line. No Singleton one back down there. Griffiths takes it up over his 30 before he's met by Ellis and also Bartholomew. Newenhouse out of dummy half again. Ellis gets him. He's got to get him to the ground. He's over the 40-metre line. 5 inside his own half. Bradley going to dummy half here. The young Singleton boys are coming home. Bradley comes out of dummy half. He's met there by Bankovic and also Thorne. Johnson comes out of dummy half. Johnson at dummy half again. Long ball onto Cox. Cox even longer ball out there to Amity. Amity gets on the outside of one. He pops it back inside to Rinkin. Rinkin's inside the 30-metre line of the Muswellbrook Rams, and they're looking for a lost ball here. It's a strip or whatever. Yeah, but Muswellbrook come up with the ball. Jackson plays it. Mackay short side to Hardy. Hardy takes it up to the 40-metre line. Mackay, dummy half. Onto Thorne. Thorne goes towards the halfway, across the field. About 5 metres inside his own half. Ellis at dummy half. 5 minutes to go. Muswellbrook lead 22-18. Scrimminger takes it to halfway. Knocked over about 3 metres inside the Singleton half. Mackay onto Bankovic. Bankovic dummies, goes himself. 40 out from the Singleton line. Mackay onto Hardy. Hardy kicks down that short side. Nice high bomb. Bailey Taylor underneath it. Oh, it's gone backwards. Yep, Singleton's ball. Singleton's ball 20 metres out from their own line. Just on 4 minutes to go. Yeah, Griffiths comes out of dummy half.
That's easy yards.
Takes it up to his 30-metre line. Someone's down there for Muswellbrook. Play on. Bradley. Long ball out to Edwards. Edwards takes a line on. Met there by Ellis and also Webb. I'd be looking, the danger player is Bradley. Bradley short side. Goes inside there to Argent. Knocked over there by Webb. Well read. And Scrimmager's there too. Wouldn't want to be... it's a penalty. Penalty, the Red Dogs on the halfway line with about 4 minutes to go. Bradley takes the quick tap here. Is it the right or the wrong thing to do? Anyway, 30 metres out from Muswellbrook's line. Newenhouse at dummy half. Onto Gardner. Gardner takes it to the line. He's met there by Thorne and also Jackson. Muswellbrook got to hang on here. Out to Cox. Cox drops it inside to Griffiths. Griffiths knocked
Great
over
tackle.
beautifully by Romain Jackson. Johnson at dummy half. On to Bradley. Bradley looking. Shorty hits the lead runner in Rinkin. Not Rinkin, sorry. Edwards. Johnson. Johnson will jump out. Gets it on to Gardner. Gardner jinks. He's going to score.
He's over.
He's going to score. Luke Gardner's just taken the ball to the line. He's jinked around one. Round two, scored beside the post. It's 22 all.
Well, if anyone
22 all.
If anyone
With a
deserves
kick
a
to
try,
come
from
adjacent to
Singleton,
the post.
we've said his name all day, Gardner and Bradley. Gardner and Bradley. And I tell you what, he deserves a try, but very soft defence behind the ruck there by Muswellbrook. And Gardner's just found them very flat-footed, and it was a simple try. So we're in for an outstanding finish here with 2 minutes and 41 seconds on the clock, 22 all with the kick to come right in front to James Bradley. Look, it's going to be 2-point ball game, mate.
Yeah, Muswellbrook have worked their way back into it, but James Bradley just kept on asking questions down this short side, and yeah, Muswellbrook will get a set of 6 here at him. Newhouse will convert this. Muswellbrook will probably have to roll the dice here with a short kick-off with 2 minutes to go. But it's really important here. Muswellbrook have got to be playing on the footy here. Everyone's got to be supporting the ball carrier. Ball in hand more so than the last time we were down here. We played Aberdeen here in the last few minutes. We tended to kick the ball too much instead of keeping the ball in hand. Whether Foxy's going to go for a short one here.
It's under 2 minutes now, 1 minute 54.
He's probably going to have to go for the short one here. It's a roll the dice type kick.
It's high. That's too long.
Bailey Taylor through it.
Oh,
Cox is underneath it on his 20-metre line. Here we go.
They'll just suck up the time here, Singleton. Smart footy.
Johnson onto Watson. Again, Dale's been enormous there. Knocked over by Scrimmager. 24-22. Just on a minute and a half left. Newhouse at dummy half. Newhouse jumps out of dummy half. Gets over the ad line. Bankovic takes him on the 40-metre line. Singleton's end. Amity, he'll go into dummy half. There's no intention other than to run the ball here. Amity out of dummy half. Scrimmager chases him up to the halfway line. Knocks him down. Probably wouldn't even let him go to the ground here. I'd keep him upright so they don't lay on the ground. Johnson out of dummy half. Met there by Bankovic and also Scrimmager. Last tackle. Muswellbrook going to have a couple of sets here, depending whether they kick the ball into touch. Bradley, what's he going to do here?
He's been trapped with it.
He's kicked it out in the full. Muswellbrook got to get the football.
Halfway
got to get
line.
the football and get a hand over. They've got about 40 seconds to go 50 metres out from the Singleton line.
They've got Bailey Ellis as well. Here he's trying to yell instructions here.
Anyway, goes to Thorne. Thorne takes it up. 5 metres inside Singleton's half. Only a couple of tackles left.
20 seconds.
Ellis, he kicked it again.
Too early.
He's kicked it again.
This is what happened last week. Oh, no, that was too soon.
No.
Too soon. Still had another
Kicked it
play.
again. Anyway, Newhouse will take the ball out and they'll wind the clock down with 5 seconds to go here. Singleton will get the victory here. Luke Gardner's looked up at the clock. He's going to roll the dice here. They've got a victory here, the Greyhounds. A last gasp win, 24-22 to the Greyhounds. Muswellbrook had worked their way back into the game, and with a couple of minutes to go, the Red Dogs have pulled it out of the fire with a late try to Luke Gardner. Well done to Singleton.
Yeah, no, most definitely, Bomber. And just to wrap things up before we go, Luke Gardner. Fantastic, and I think Scotty Griffiths needs to buy him a beer, mate, because that could have nearly been a turnaround with that in-goal play. But definitely some outstanding performances across the field. You've got to take your hat off to Dylan Thorne, young Mackay at half in the hooker role. Bailey Ellis, that last kick again, 2 games in a row, a bit too early. But for Singleton, outstanding. Newhouse, Bradley, Gardner. You know, the list goes on. Argent and Amity have been outstanding in first grade this year.
Yeah, I thought Dale Watson was enormous tonight. Dale's not the biggest, he's not the quickest, but he's played rep level at a junior level. Dale has, and you just know what you're going to get with Watto. He just carts the ball up. He very rarely gets dominated, but he's played in grand final winning sides, and his experience today was enormous. And I thought young Gilmore, or not young Gilmore, but Carl Gilmore off the bench when he came on for Luke Gardner was good. So,
well, thanks for your time,
Okay, mate.
Bomber. It's been fantastic, and you filled in well for Benko. So there we go, 24 points to 22. Singleton running out victors over Muswellbrook in the NAIDOC game. Muswellbrook wearing them jerseys. If you're listening from home, head on down to the golf club. They'll be auctioned off with all proceeds going back to the Wanneroo Local Aboriginal Lands Council. Thanks, everyone, for listening, and to our lead commentator who's in hospital at the moment, Paul Benkovic. Come back.